The following is an original story exclusively created for this channel. Please don't copy. Once upon a time, a dog went to the store yippee yuppie happy. The sun was shining, the vibrations were high, the mood was right. The dog arrived at the store to a cat security guard who said, "No dogs allowed." To what the dog replied, "April Fools," while both laughing. The dog hadn't been to the store for about a week and missed the smell of the rotisserie chicken sitting at the back of the room. He picked up some treats first, then a few apples, couple strips of bacon, and 2 blocks of cheese. Cheese. He mumbled under his breath as he walked by the milk, trying not to remember how lactose intolerant he is. On the way to the register, he almost bumps into a pretty lady and immediately says, "Excuse me, ma'am," as they both exchange stares and smile, not being able to avoid blushing at the encounter. They politely nodded at each other and went on their way. At the register, everything goes smooth, but on his way back home, a murder of crows suddenly attacks the dog, making him do all sorts of spins and maneuvers to avoid being hurt by the birds. These birds got more vicious and snatched all the groceries out of his hands, throwing them around all over the street before flying up to a fence to stare down at the dog. They then said, "Nothing will ever be enough payback for what you did to our brother. You uncontrollable mammal." "Yeah, you pig," screamed another one of the crows standing on the side. "I hope you're proud of your actions," said another one as they rapidly flew away into the bright blue sky. The dog tried hard to remember where he knew the murder from, as he picked up his groceries at the amaze of a few bystanders. The dog went on with his day, ignoring the sour moment he had just been through. He made a yummy dinner and then went to bed. A few days later, at his dog toy testing job, he was assigned a stuffed crow to test out, when it suddenly hit. A few years back, when he was only a pup, he was digging an infinite hole at a local playground, when a little crow came down and bit his ear. After a while of chasing it back, he finally was able to take a nip at it, bringing him down and then catching it in his drooly mouth. He didn't measure his strength and broke one of the crow's wings. The crow was then left late at night at the park and was found later by his brothers, who have been taking care of him ever since. On a Friday night, the dog got ready to cook the best meal of his life. He searched crow's most favorite food on the internet and prepared a feast without even knowing where the crows lived. Just out of memory, he used his powerful sense of smell to locate the crows, and then set up the dinner he had made right underneath the crows' favorite landline to hang out on. The crows wanted to be furious at the dog's audacity to show up at their lair, but they were also dying from curiosity to see what the dog had brought. The dog yelled out at the crows, "I come in peace. I was just a little pup when I did what I did, and wasn't aware of what I was doing. Please take this feast as a symbol of apology and forget my wrongdoings. Woof." The crows whispered amongst themselves and replied, "I don't think you even know what us crows eat, but we'll give it a shot." The plates were uncovered slowly, and the crows' beaks dropped. There was a feast of walnuts and roasted peanuts sitting there, surrounded by all kinds of meat bites, bacon bits, tenderloin slices, ribeye skewers, raw and hard-boiled eggs, turtle eggs, and iguana stew. Yes, iguana stew. Cat food and dog food adorned the table all around, along with grapes, peaches, and blueberries. Gallons of water were flowing on a little fountain in the middle, ready for the stubborn crows to come down and feast on all these delightful meals. The crows devoured the dinner and gave the doggy dog a trillion compliments, making him wag his tail and jump around from excitement. From that day, they agreed to get together once a week to share a nice meal, as an act of peace and friendship. Since the crow the dog had attacked never received the proper treatment for his injuries, the doggy would go into the crow's territory and pick him up, letting him ride on his shoulder so the bird wouldn't get tired. The end.